Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Good day for me. A little bit better setup. It's not official or anything, but it's a little better for now. So anyway, I hope you had a good day. Good day for me. Well, I've had better days. Let's just say that. One of our dogs at work passed away. He got cancer. We had to put him down. He was a good boy. It was a bit of a sad day going in there and him not being there. He's usually like one of the first, if not first, dogs in the morning and one of the last to leave in the night. He was the first dog I met when I went in there. He's been going for about 10 years now. So, everybody was sad, kind of just going through the motions today. So, so R.I.P. Danny boy. We will miss you. I miss you hardcore, bud. But anyway, it was still a good day. And I wanted to do a video to try out this setup and see if I'm gonna probably keep something like this, but just modify it, maybe some more lights and stuff like that. It's just hard in this room. I don't have the same area to work with, so I'm doing the best I can, guys. I will get it right eventually here in the next few weeks, hopefully, and we'll go from there. But for now, hopefully this is better than the other couple. The other two were horrible, man. The lighting was horrible. Sitting on a floor. Oh, just horrible. Anyway, let's get to the video today. I wanted to do something fun today because I wanted to kind of have a good time. And I got thinking about stuff, that I do sometimes. And, and I heard a saying, and I don't know where I heard it. I'm not taking credit for it. I heard it somewhere. And if you're the person who said it, or if you know the person who said it, please let me know. In a world of trends, be a classic. That hit me hard because I love classic fragrances. I love fragrances that, smell classic. I am a huge fan of the old aromatic citruses, aromatic fougères, barbershops, stuff like that. I am a huge fan of them, and I think a lot of you guys are too. And why not? They're, like I said, they're timeless, right? Some of them stink. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are nasty, but most of them are good, nice. Nothing wrong with smelling fresh, citrusy, soapy, clean stuff like that. So I thought I'm gonna give you guys, 5 fragrances that you can wear today that I think are still wearable today, that help you smell classic, definitely not trendy, definitely not modern, but not grandpa-ish either. They smell classic, right? They don't smell outdated or out of touch or anything like that. They just smell. Their smells. You know what I mean by classic. They're around. They're around for years and years, decades and decades, and will be around for decades and decades more because they just work. So maybe not these fragrances, but these types of fragrances. So I don't have a lot of the bottles, as I said, guys. I'm moving and I got a lot of stuff in storage for the next little while until I get everything settled. So I'm not going to have a lot of the bottles here. But I obviously do own the fragrances, and the bottles I have, I'll show. The bottles I don't, well, you just don't have to pretend. The first one is, I wrote them down so I remember them. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, 1973. Again, oak moss, lavender, rosemary, honey. Great fragrance. A green, herbaceous, clean, soapy lavender with a sweet, somewhat earthy honey moss combo. Very nice fragrance. Like I said, it smells clean, a little soapy, mostly green, and slightly sweet with that honey. But a very nice fragrance. Very nice fragrance, guys. Next is going to be Oscar de la Renta Pour Loup, 1980. Moss, leather, aldehydes, woods, spices, musk. A fresh, clean, green opening with a spicy background and a slight smoky animalic, even a little dirty leather on a nice mossy, musky base. Elegant, classy, um, masculine with some depth, but surprisingly fresh. Very green fragrance though. It's like more green than anything else. It it smells naturey. Is the best way I can describe it. Very nice fragrance. Very nice one. Dana Canoe, 1936. Not too many people talk about this one, and it's a shame because it really is a great classic fragrance. And cheap too. Not the best performer, of course, but hey, you can apply, reapply, go heavy. Um, Citrus, lavender, cedar, vanilla, musk. A very powdery, another very talcum powder like fragrance. Um, with soft, sweet lavender vanilla combo on a peppery cedar and clean white musk base. Light, clean, inoffensive, but very classy. If I remember right, it was originally supposed to be for women, but it ended up being, they realized more men were wearing it. It smelled a little more masculine. I say it's unisex. It's just basically a slightly sweet citrus lavender fragrance, and it's soapy clean. It's gorgeous. It is what it is. One of the ones I have the bottle, Tom Ford Beau de Jour. This is the newest one, obviously, 2020. Lavender, patchouli, rosemary, moss, amber. High quality, traditional masculine barbershop fougere type fragrance. Green, soapy, woody, some spices in there, fresh, with that signature Tom Ford kind of dirty, sexy accord in there. Expensive but worth every penny. It is the quintessential, to my nose, maybe not to yours, but the quintessential modern update on the classic barbershop fougere. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. What a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. It's expensive, I know, but it's one of the few expensive ones that I say is worth it. But obviously, try it first. For the love of God, don't come at me. I spent $400 on this fragrance, and you said it was great, and blah, blah. You know what? Try it first. And last but not least is kind of the opposite. It is the quintessential, to me, this and Azaro Porome are kind of your quintessential. And Azaro could have been on here easily, but I kind of like this a little better. Your quintessential old school food barbershop fougere type fragrances. Zeno by Davidoff, 1986. Patchouli, lavender, rosewood, cedar, carnation, and vanilla. It gets compared to the previous one there, Tom Ford Beau de Jour. But Beau de Jour is a lot smoother, more well-rounded. This is kind of more rugged, dirty. It's more rugged, dirty, older brother. Do you know what I mean? The patchouli right away is dirty, earthy, woody type patchouli, mixing with that soapy, clean lather and powdery rose on a base of woods and musk. Very masculine, very old school. Quickly became one of my favorite fragrances. Surprised I waited this long to get it. It was one of those ones I had in my cart time after time and time again, and I just never pull the trigger. And I'm glad I did. Yeah, that patchouli, it's got a funk to it, man. It's slightly animalic. It's like I said, but it is a great fragrance. You've got to like stronger, old school fragrances. As it dries down, it becomes more similar to this, but that opening for the first little while, it's its own beast, and it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. So that's it, guys. It was just kind of a fun little video, like I said, in a world of, trends, be a classic. There's nothing trendy about these fragrances. Nobody's going out of their way. You're not going to see a bunch of these on the TikToks and Instagrams. You're not going to see They're not them types of fragrances, but they will have you smelling very classic, very nice. Most of them very clean, very masculine, and I don't think you can go wrong with any of them, honestly. Like I said, the hardest one to wear is, and it's just the opening, would be that Davidoff, and it's not really that difficult. For some, it's going to be that patchouli, like I said, almost a funky burnt rubber quality to it. I know it's weird, but it dies. It never truly goes away, but it dies back, and then you, like I said, you start getting more of the lavender and the spices and the woods and stuff. It becomes quite comparable to the Tom Ford. But for the first little while, woo, she's her own thing. You know what I mean? She's something else. So anyway, guys, oh yeah. Let me know what you think. I mean, of course, Jakar could have been in here. Like I said, Azaro, Pour Homme, any one of the classic fragrances. And it doesn't even have to be old to be classic. Dior Sauvage Elixir's got that classic vibe to it. I mean, so just tell me what you... couple that I didn't mention. Tell me if you agree with mine or not. Tell me what yours are. There's definitely tons and tons of fragrances out there. You know, like I said, there's a bunch of Chanel's, there's Dunhills, there's, oh my God, Lagerfield Classic now it's called. These were all great fragrances. They all could have made this list, but I just wanted to narrow it down to 5 for you guys. So anyway, guys, peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.